everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Halo Wars! We are bringing you some 2v2 goodness. This was a case of we were on a 3v3 lobby, and then we were waiting for two people for, I don't know, like 20 minutes or something, and then we just started to do a 2v2. On the other team, we have, I think, an Anders and a Cutter, and on our team, I can't remember what I am, but it's basically, it's UNSC versus UNSC. It's been a long time since I've played this game. I think on the other team there's a general. So I would go, and he was the Anders as well. And I was a bit worried about that because if you know what you're doing on this game, you know, you run off, you get the second base, and then you just make loads of warthogs, and you can like double pump the warthog strat and just go crazy with it. And my teammate was actually quite chatty, asking if I wanted the base or not, and because I think, I'm Forge, so I've got the heavy supply pad, so I can't afford that. I think you can go Forge, but you have to wait. You've got downtime where you're not getting anything, which is a bit unfortunate if you do get that second base. So I'm just, you know, getting some warthogs, forgetting about how expensive the supply pads are. But I'm gonna go warthogs here. This is the first of 3 matches we have against these guys. Because after every one, it was like, no, again. Wrong, again. So, looking forward to this. This is a good match. And here I am. I'm trying to get him to get hit by the turret while I grab the resources, and I think he was doing it as well. Which is pretty funny. Like, haha. I think he came off slightly worse, but I think we were both losers in this regard.
All units.
So now it's about time to check out what they're doing. I mean, whoever is going for the second base, the other person needs to protect them. So we're 2 Forgers against an Anders and a Cutter. And I would argue, on this map, it's better to not be Forge because of, like I said, going for a base straight away. And here we go. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, if I had a carpet bomb, ooh. You know, and I decided to just ram one of them. And get out of there quickly. Like, haha! So I don't know what he was doing. Just holding his warthogs out there. Obviously, he didn't want to be scouted, seeing... Maybe that was it. He didn't want me to see that he had warthogs. But if that was the case, why didn't he just have the warthogs by the back of his base? That would have worked just as well. Hope you got your beverages. I've got my cup of tea. However, this is a lukewarm cup of tea because I spent so long making it, and then I accidentally put oat milk in, and I had to chuck it because oat milk is horrible in tea. So then I used what was left in the kettle, and it cooled down at that point. I know, right? This is why you came here. Top peak commentary. I know.
Local units.
I don't know if the videos came out. No, it hasn't. But one of my videos that had, I think it was Jordan in the title or the thumbnail when I was annoying him with Marines. It was funny. I looked at the player numbers, and when that video uploaded and when it took off, and it actually spiked the numbers of Halo Wars players. So I think everyone who got suggested that was like, oh yeah, Halo Wars is a thing, and they all jumped on within the next couple of days. And then they all jumped back off like, oh, there's no one playing it. Okay, never mind. Because this game is very dependent on the American time frame, because I think most of the players are American. So here we go, we got gunners, we're doing good, and because, you know, I've got all those heavy supply pads, we can get the second reactor up, and then we can start maybe on tanks. But I haven't went to put pressure on them, but I noticed green has got loads of points there, so I know he's got a base. Like, that massive explosion was a base. It wasn't just, you know, a few turrets going down. It was the base. So I go over here because I know he's not going for that one. So I'm about to swoop in and just kill him here. And there he is. He's got so many. And I just decided to ram him. Just kill him quickly. And then boom, boom, boom. Let him go. And is he trying to ram here? Yeah, there you go. He does ram that guy. Oh no, he doesn't. It just exploded. And boom. There we go. Oh, that feels good, man. That feels good. And then he sort of flares the other base. I think he's just showing me that he's getting tanks now, because I think blue's got out his first tanks. I think our yellow is also getting his first tanks as well. But I decided to take this base. You know, if he comes over this tank, I can just recycle it and what have you. But right now, I'm not going to do any more warthogs, but I would like a front spearhead of operations where I can just pump out tanks. So I know he's coming over with his tank, so I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, green. He could be switching his tactic like I am now, but if he is, he's, you know, he's not got much out, if anything at all. So I'm having a look, and I want to take out that factory. I'm going to go to the factory and see if it's making something, and there it is. And I just want this thing gone. At 600 resources, it is really not worth it. And we also don't kill it. And I also don't have enough resources for it. I thought a copper bomb would take out a single building. Not gonna lie. And there you go. He's not making anything anymore. So was it a waste? Probably. I didn't get to stop his tank, so he's definitely got 2 tanks out. And there we go. It's taken out. So if anything, you know, we're stopping his production for a little bit. And I don't run away to my base here. I deliberately send my warthogs away as if we're going back to our side. Because I don't want him to know I've got this thing over here. Yeah, see, because I could have ran backwards that way, and he might have got the inkling that I was over there. And there you go, I'm getting my first tanks up.
Local units.
So not bad at all. And there you go, a supply pad gone. I don't know if it was a heavy supply pad. So I'll just put on some pressure here. And then we see the turret come up. So I think I tried to take out the turret. I don't know if yes, he targets it too. There we go. I mean, if this gets destroyed, you know, it's about 100 resources lost on his side.
Local units.
And there you go, he's going to lose another 100 resources. But then green comes out. Green comes out with his tank. So we both basically went for the same strat. Except for, I think, because I was paying attention to the score, I could tell that, you know, he was going for the bases, and I could swoop in on him and be a little bit more strategical. But there you go, my lone tank is coming in here. And there's 4 against 1, and he decides to mark. And oh, even though I take some of the splash damage, a Mac Blast is enough to take out a tank. You know, you're 100 resources down in the trade, but still. What's good there is we've taken out Blue's tank, and now Green unfortunately runs to my base, which is a bugger, because now he's discovered it. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. But Yellow starts bringing over some Spartans. So interesting that instead of down-teching into Canny Shell, he decides to go for Spartans. And there, look, Green's coming over. He's like, no, we're going to finish this. But I've already got a tank over here. And then Blue comes over, and now it's looking a bit hairy. Because his tanks are wounded. And a Gremlin's over here too somewhere. So I send my Warthogs to try and take it out. And then a cop bomb. Lucky save from our forge as well. And there you go. I think that's turned the tide there. There you go. He's lost his Gremlin. He's about to lose his tank. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Tank exploded. So they are majorly down. Majorly down. It was touch and go for a while. Touch and go for a while. And now there we go. I can get my tanks on my side. And he gets his railgun. And of course my tank bloody misses. He's like, what turret? Weak. There we go. So we're recovering. Still no canister shell, but I think Yellow could have been on canister shell if he didn't decide to go for Spartans. But hey ho, he did. He did decide to go for Spartans. I think canister shell would be way more, like, just a better decision here for DPS. We're putting on the pressure as well. He puts out his Spartan, but unfortunately his Spartan doesn't get in, which is very unlucky. And of course, he's using his railgun turrets to just help out here. And that's going to work out for him. He's going to destroy one of my tanks.
Station upgrade complete.
But what I do know is that we're going to be up. Well, you know, it's a slow. If we keep this up, we keep the pressure up, it's going to be a slow lose for them. Because we've got 4 bases. They've only got 3. You know, a 2-star little tank. That's good. I'll just put on the pressure here. And there you go, Green comes in to help. And then we just need to take out that reactor, and then he can't make any more tanks. Blue can't make any more tanks now. Or if he was about to get canister shell, he can't get that anymore. There we go. Just before we end, you know, I'll take a trade for a tank, and I want to get out of there quickly before that turret finishes me off, but unfortunately, it does. Either that or they just chased me. And we'll go in for the heal again here. And now I'm on 3rd reactor, so this is where you go canister shell and recycle. because there's, you know, you want all those resources back, and you can make a tank straight away with them. I don't think I decided to do that, however. I think there's a part of me that thinks I've got 2 bases. If we just keep the pressure up, I could probably get rotation turrets. And there we go. Anders with the gremlins, so strong, man. Disabling a tank. And they're so cheap. And there we go. Oh, I don't know if that was a good trade for him. He lost a gremlin and a tank. And we haven't lost anything. Although, we are very close. We got some red bar tanks here. He uses his heal. Oh, it was so annoying. It was so infuriating. I had a game the other day, and I was doing really well as Anders, and I was timing it to take out an arbiter, and instead of dropping a what do you call it, a disruption bomb, I dropped a heal, and I lost all my warthogs. Oh, it was so annoying because I was doing really good. My teammate there, again. If you don't know, we're blurring the chat because I think blurring the chat is going to help stop this demonetization thing that's going on with my Halo Wars videos, because I really don't know what the issue is with that. But there we go. Just getting that. Oh, when you get one thing healing, you just see the health go up so much. And there we go. Canister shells on. Canister shells here. Oh, not good. Doesn't look good. Look at that. Boom. Oh, I mean, yes, you froze me, but to what end? What end, mate? What end? I think he froze one of his tanks, so there's 2 tanks gone, a gremlin gone, cryo wasted. This Anders player's hurting. They're on 1 base. That was... How many resources? Like 1,000 for the tanks? 600 for the cryo? I think it's still 600, isn't it? They're all 600. So we're talking... And then the gremlin, which I think is 150, if not 200. So without 1,000... You know, almost 2,000, just under. And because I got the canister shell now, yes, you've got all your railguns helping out with the turrets, but it doesn't matter if I can just take out your tanks. And green resigns first. And there you go, match 1 done. On to match number 2. And here we are, match number 2. I did indeed do random all each time. And again, it's UNSC against UNSC. And I'm Forge again, but this time we have an Anders. And he gets the base straight away. He knows what he's doing. He's like, yeah. I'm hoping he knows what he's doing. And this game will go a little bit differently. And I remember, you just need a ram. Just need a ram. I don't know what he did there. He tried to ram me, but he didn't get it off. So I don't think he realized that. So I'm just going to ram him again. Because if you're the rammer, you do more damage and you take less. So... I know, I got a feeling there's going to be another one over here, and there he is. But you know what? Whatever. But they don't seem to be fussed, so we're both brigadiers, but again, rank doesn't mean anything in this game. You could always make Smurf accounts and be a recruit and then, you know, give somebody a nasty surprise. But this time, because I played Forge in the last game, I'm more confident in... You know, my loadouts with the buildings, or build orders, sorry, that's what they call them. Sorry, not a pro, build orders. Although saying that there, I was not making a building there, so maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not a pro. But we'll go get some warthogs here, because why not? And you know, the reason why we had a rematch, I'm assuming, is because I don't mind giving rematches, because you know, maybe they thought they could play it a little bit differently, and maybe you know, give them a chance to win. But they were determined. They were like, yes, straight away. Let's go again. Let's go again. I don't know if they knew each other. But oftentimes when you are in a 2v2 and you don't know anyone, chances are the other team will. So I think I'm happy just taking this warthog loss. I think, yeah. I'll trade that.
All units.
Don't know if that's an MLG Pro strat. But, you know, I'm getting some warthogs here. And I'm Forge. So resources, yeah, that's the name of the game with Forge. There we go. Now, I think I try to be sneaky here, because I know he's on my side. There's only one way to get back to the other side, so I think I decided to split up my warthogs a little bit, just so I can corner him.
Supply pad complete.
There you go. Now he's not getting out. Or at least he's got... Oh, and then he's like, oh god! I don't... So we know where he is. We know where he is. Look at him, he's like, no! And he gets run over by blue.
All units.
It's nice. It's nice. Like, this is a good map. I like docks. There's a lot of maps in this game that are good. Docks is good. Is it Blood Gulch? And there we go. A turret coming from yellow. Already getting on the defense. So very, very good. Very good. But I don't know what green's gonna do. I think it's the same guy again, isn't it? I think and that's a thing as well. When you go up against somebody who chooses a leader, it's a little bit unsettling and unnerving because you know for a fact that they've got a strat and they're like, right, I'm going for this. I know what I'm doing. And I think when you're doing MLG pros, your MVP, you know, your pro player, there is a certain, you know, there's certain characters that are just better to play on certain maps. That's why in 14, a lot of the times you'll have one Covey, two UNSC. And you know, if they survive, then they're gonna that combo is gonna beat everything. And usually it'll be Anders and not the Prophet. It'll be Bruto Arby, and then the other UNSC can, you know, he can do what he wants. Probably another Anders is good, but I think Forge is not the best of playing their leaders. I wouldn't have thought, but you know, it's fun. It's fun.
Local units.
I like this game. So I decide that, you know what, I may as well get another base here. And I take a leaf out of this guy's book, actually. Even though I'm getting destroyed by all these rebels and the snipers. I decide to just, you know, go to the corner. I think I might lose one, though. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, the sniper's still there. I'm like, no. Just attack. And then he flares up, and of course, green has all his warthogs at the back. So now he's deliberately hiding them. Such a strange strategy, man. So odd. And then I don't know what I decide to do here. I get a tank, that's right. So at this point, my warthogs can just be foddered off. I don't really care. I'd rather have the resources. And if anything, if my tank destroys it, it's good for the tank, because then he can get star rating. And that's why I decided. I'm like, oh, should I attack it? And they're like, nah, I'll just wait for my tank to come over here. And there we go. Look at that. Queuing up 2 tanks and almost 3 tanks with all the resources you get with Forge. And then I decide, sod it. It's probably going to kill me. And my tank completely misses its shot. It goes through the base. So I have a look to see what they've got. No, nothing. Oh, there we go, 26. So that's a base destroyed from green. So I know for a fact he's on his side. So what I decided to do is get ready. You know, when I'm going to get my base, I know for a fact that he'll start to get his base. So if I just have a tank there and just do a shot on his base, that's going to take out like 1/8 of its health. And then at that point, you put him in a situation where, does he continue? Does he continue to get the base? Or does he just reset and try again? And that way you're ahead. So there we go. I'm getting mine, so I know his is almost done. And then I see him over here. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, right, let's do this. And then, oh god.
Local units.
So he didn't even have
Local units.
Upgraded warthogs. And then I see more tanks. And this is not looking good. This is not looking good at all. So I just decided to get out of there, man. I could chase down his tank, but then I'm going into the... Oh, and there's another tank. Like, oh, God. So, you may be thinking this is terrible. And you wouldn't be. I could have pelicaned my tank here, and I was thinking about it. I decided not to. I'm like, you know what? Whatevs. Whatevs. Oh! Very close. So... I think yellow is the major. He's not the general. He's not the best player on that team. But a Mark Blast that didn't kill my tank. And, you know, the other tank it did kill was already going to die anyway. Not good. Not good. But it does make me waste 350 resources. So it is what it is. He's not completely down all the resources he invested into it. But now I'm just going to start pumping out tanks. I see. And this is something I've noticed recently. I don't know if there's been a meta change. But Anders players just go for Hornets now. They don't seem to go for Warthogs. I don't know why that is. It just seems to be I don't know whether I'm just playing with bad players, maybe. But yeah, they seem to be going for Hornets instead of Warthogs nowadays. Or at least in a 2v2 or 3v3 situation. I don't think 1v1 it would work. You have to go Warthogs. But then I noticed he's just went around and destroyed everything. And I have no idea. Luckily, I still have one Warthog, so I can pick up all these resources. But, I mean, look at all that. 369, 369. That's like 220 resources right here. And then I see Blue asking for money for Hawk. So I give him 400. Because at this point, I know the amount of tanks I have is not going to do anything against his, like, their joint amount of tanks. And we need him to have Hawks. Because Hawks just do so much more damage. So I'm happy. I'm happy to give him resources now. I can still spare them and keep up my flow of tanks. And if anything, it's just going to speed him up, so I'll happily do it. And there we go. Just the silence descends. Such a weird strategy. He basically just gave me so many resources for free there. Like, I wouldn't have taken that base.
Upgrade complete.
So, I don't know whether he was just trying to get star ratings on his tanks or something. Possibly. But very odd play. But the resources are just piling in for me now. Like, look at that, I got 2 tanks from 2 factories. And I don't think he's even upgraded his Hornets there. He's probably just upgraded the reactors. And then I'm like, okay, right. Okay, he doesn't have any upgrades. I'll give him more. So that's 600 I've given to him now.
Moving out.
So he should be good.
Supply pad complete.
Send 200 supplies. What a terrible trade. And there you go. That's 800 now to him. And as a forge, and there you go. Wingmen's on there. And he's probably getting chaff pods, is it? Is it chaff pods? Schaefers. He's getting some chaff.
Scorpion rolling out.
But he needs to upgrade his reactor one more time. Well, I'll keep up my production of tanks. And I'm like, ooh, you know what? Instead of getting more tanks and filling up my pop, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for Canny. Because I'll be outmatched in the tank warfare. But at least if I can just canister shell and run away, I can do a lot of damage to him. So I decide to just, you know, hold up here. Hold the front line. And there you go. There. Look at that. Look at that. Is it 3 for Hawks? I don't think it is. I don't think it's 3 tech for Hawks. If it is, that's crazy. I don't think it is, though. But doing good. Doing good.
Reactor complete.
There it is. There it is. Beautiful. The difference. You get health, I think. You get attack upgrade. And you also get a canister shell. They're looking good. Oh, no, he does have 4. He does have 4. Never mind, there was 1 on the other base. So he is getting Hawks right now. There it is. Oh, don't they look good? Don't they look good? And he's like, look at my pretty Hawks.
Ready for combat.
Now, I don't think they've scouted me. He's asking to attack, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Once I want my canister shell, but we could probably get that on the way over.
Units.
Let's go. I think the chances of them being in the middle is very low. They feel like the type to just turtle, and I feel like maybe that's what they want to do. Yeah, I'm watching, and I tell him to watch out for the cryo because that's going to be deadly for him. And there they are, and they do have canister shell on them already, and they have Spartans. Ah, no! And there's 2 tanks and a Warthog, but then there they are. There they are. Look at that. Look at them shred. Shredding. 2 tanks gone on him. And he does have Wolverines, though. Well played. And I waste a thing here. I thought he was going to keep on running back, but he doesn't. But I do have canister shell now. So, with that in mind, there we go. Some canister shells on him. More canister shells on that guy. So that's 4 tanks gone from him. 2 Spartans. A Wolverine now. Another... Oh, it's not looking good, man. I don't know where green is. Green must have been out of position. They definitely did not expect this. The cryo comes in. Oh! And another good mag blast. That's good. But then I see that. I'm like, okay, let's stop him. Let's stop Minna's tracks here, and then I forget. You see, this is the problem. You've got to do multitasking here. You've got to move the army, and you've also got to keep production up. And there we go. I'll use that just to stop a tank coming out. That's fine. And look at this. Rotating turrets. And a great cryo from blue there. Just allow me to come in and just deal loads of damage. And I'm trying to take out his Wolverine before it unfreezes. Just because that's what's deadly for him.
Local units.
Look at this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous teamwork. And if we'd both went for tanks, I think we would have been outmatched here. There was nothing we could do. And we just have to take out that reactor and then he's done. He's done. He's trying to get more tanks out. So really, we won't take out the factory now. And then Hawk gets taken by a Spartan. So I just decided to try and take that down. And there you go. And this Spartan has like no health. It's like, they're killed by a light breeze.
Local units.
Desperately trying to take that out. And there you go, I realize. Come on, we got this, we got this. I don't know if he's getting an upgrade here. He might be getting an upgrade, so I'm just... Kill it, kill it!
Local units.
And I see the Spartan up there, it is, thank you. And I'm like, no, 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 don't you hijack me, you little bugger, you. But I think he has. I think he is getting me. So I think... Yes. Yeah, he definitely got me. Oh, maybe he didn't. Maybe we killed him. But either way, they are hurting so bad. Our production has not been affected at all, but theirs has. Yellow has got no production right now. And I would say that's GG. There's nothing they can do. We'll just keep up the pressure, eventually take out this base. And Green spent loads of resources getting to 4th reactor level and rotating turrets. He had no units. And there it is. Boom. I mean, what? You should have got Cobras and Wolverines, but who gets Cobras? No one gets Cobras because they're stupid. And I'm just like, GG's. I say that for a team. I didn't even say that in global. And then it's just a case of finding the other yellow base, and there we go. That's it. I think that's going to be lights out now. He sees how quickly the base starts falling apart. He just gives up. And that is my end of match 2, but they want another rematch. So let's go to match number 3. And here we are. Finally, I was so happy that I was something else. I was sick of being Forge. But my guy decides to play as Forge.
Rolling.
And then he's asking if I want that. And because I went for Temple first, no. The play is, if you're going for Covenant here, you get your leader first, and you run over, and you just try and attack things. And because I'm a Brute, I'm really good, because I can ram things and take, like, no damage. You either go for Temple first, and start being offensive, or you go for Factory, Warehouse, and then you go for your second base. And I should have thought here, because for some reason... I didn't know he was Forge. I thought he was Anders, so I was quite surprised that he didn't go for the second base right away. But as Coffee, I don't really need a second base, if I'm going to be honest.
As you wish.
I think UNSC needs it because it's just way better for the UNSC to have a second base. And there we go. I decided to get Brutes.
Fuel up.
I'm like, you know what? We're going to go to that side. I'm going to take out their Expo. And I probably should have, actually. That would have been a good idea, but I didn't even think that thought crossed my mind. Because by the time I get myself over there, the base is already made, and it's got 1 on. And then I just decide to scrap my strategy and just go for Banshees. Because I realized, wait a minute, this is 2v2. You know, if you're UNSC, to get Wolverines, you need Tech 3.
What now?
Which is 250 for the first reactor, 500 for the second reactor, and, 750 for the third. Thousands. Almost 2,000. Is it 2,000? It is 2,000. I think on the dot. On the nose. No, it's not. 1,500. God damn, my math sucks. So I just decided to send my Brute over to try and find some extra resources. Again, lovely map. It's so nice seeing something different that isn't 14.
Warehouse.
So, yep, there we go. Because I'm not getting anything else, I'm saving up for my double summit expansion. I may as well just get upgraded warehouses.
Yes.
And then I see his
Warehouse upgraded.
his warthog and get ready for it to move. Like, no, no, no. No, you don't. You ain't scouting anymore.
Now. You got it.
And because I'm the Covenant, I'm just going to be present in that whole area and get him to worry.
As you wish.
And
Warehouse
possibly... And look how long that turret's shot for. I remember thinking that at the time going, Jesus,
Local units.
stop. You can't even see me anymore.
Local
So yeah,
units.
we're just going to scout a little bit. Like, what we got to worry about? A few warthogs? We're good. We're good. So instead of upgrading, normally what I might do is upgrade all my
Citadel
warehouses,
upgrade
but,
complete.
you know, we want the production up as quickly as possible, so get the expansion up as quickly as possible here. And there we go. I see green still going for warthogs. So I may as well just mess with his economy here.
On it.
Is it good for me to really, you know, kill all the warthogs? No, but he's wasting resources, and that's the important part. It's a mutual benefit, I think. The amount of resources I lose for killing a warthog is good. And I know another one's coming. I think he tries to lock it up just as one comes out, and it has gunner on it as well. And it's like, ah! Oh, so that could have been even more. You fool! And I didn't hear that disruption bomb.
Power terminated.
Oh, and because my power is terminated, it didn't explode.
complete.
So when your power gets terminated, when you hit disruption bomb, it doesn't do its big explosion. But there you go, two more warthogs done, and you know what? Fair enough. Kill my brute. But he killed maybe 5 warthogs there. So that is going to slow him majorly down when it comes to his expansion. Or, you know, getting it. Unfortunately, I don't kill that warthog. You know, we do a cheeky little knock on it, though.
Got it.
But that chopper's going to it's going to come in clutch. It's so good. I love the chopper in the early game. It's so good. If only there was a way to make choppers good. But they're just so bad. They're so bad in vanilla. There's mods out there. And maybe we'll look at those one day. Because they'd be pretty fun to play as the Flood and stuff.
Warehouse upgrade.
And apparently they balance out everything. There is one that just balances out from the vanilla game. And there's one that adds factions. But I'm waiting. I know that they'll be going for their expansion. But they're not there. So I'm like, oh, very, very interesting.
Summit complete.
And there we go. Banshees are coming. And I realize, oh, getting resources? Oh, it'd be a shame if one of your warthogs just died. What a legend. Yeah. He did so good there. I killed so many warthogs from him. Again, just getting down the DPS for when he takes his expansion. And there we go. Look at that. 4 Banshees up. Sorry, 3 Banshees up. Again, counting's not my forte, apparently. I'm a YouTuber, man. I ain't smart. I talk for a living. I don't even think about what words leave my mouth. There we go. And I think, apart from maybe not even grunt squads, actually, I think Banshee's strat is the only one that double pump makes sense. Because you get 1.5. If you only have 1 summit, you'll have like 6 or 7 Banshees by the end. Just queued up. But I don't have a brute to teleport, so may as well. And now, my brute's dead.
Local units.
But maybe he didn't die, he fainted. But I've got the Banshees. So I've got maneuverability, I've got map control, I've got pressure. So no matter what he does, I can follow him around.
All units.
And there you go, I hear a big explosion there. And I think I was deciding to go for the main base, but then I go, hold on. I'll just go for his expansion. Stop him from getting his expo.
All units.
I don't know why he gets a bunch of Marines for the middle. That's very odd. What? He's forged. Did he really just get a barracks to make 1 pair of Marines and stick them in the middle? Well, I guess he's getting spawns, right? That's probably what he did. Look at that, 22 pop. So I think that's
All units.
11 Banshees?
All units.
Yeah, 11 Banshees. That's good. Well, we got 12 incoming. And there we go. Look at this. Look at this. And this is going to be the end. Look, already, I've stopped him getting his expo. But then 1,500 resources right here. Oh, 500 gone. 500 gone. Look at I can just follow. 1,000 gone. Oh, you hate to see it. That's 5 banshees worth. 5
Local
banshees.
units.
Going.
And then, oh, he's gonna do it. Yes, 12. What? 7 banshees gone, and that's gonna be it. He's gonna rage quit after that. Man, banshees meta. They're so good.
team
They're
is
so good. But
victorious.
anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and you want to see more Halo Wars, leave a like, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Oh, bye bye.